Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0, and Barcelona fans, you can hold that. Rival fans, you can hold that. All that smack talk leading up to the game, posting videos of Iniesta scoring the late winner, knowing it would sting us, knowing that we'd never forgive you for that game. Arsenal fans talking to me about fake European rivalries, like they'd know anything about European rivalries. You ain't got no European heritage. You're not even in the conversation. Leave the room. What's a European rival to you? You don't know. But to us, Barcelona, and what that means to us to win 3-0, it's sweet. It's sweet. We've had some tough games against Barcelona in the past. And we've had some lovely games, like the Fernando Torres late winner, putting us into the final. Or the 4-2 at home, John Terry header, Damien Duff getting on the score sheet as well. We've had some rounds with Barcelona. The last time we played them, they beat us 3-0. You look at the heads-to-heads now, we're now ahead of them. We beat them 5 times, they beat us 4. We've drawn the rest of the games. For us, big game. Across the board in the Champions League, big game. And boy, did we show up today. There's a quick reminder that we're still on the scene. I thought the boys were absolutely fantastic today. I thought the manager was fantastic today. That was an absolute demolition job. Again, Enzo Maresca showing against some big managers that he can pull off a masterclass. And I'm not going to lie, at first I wasn't too sure about this number 9 position with Neto playing up top and us not playing a natural number 9. But I kind of understood that he wanted an active front line. He wanted runners, pace in behind that high line that Barcelona like to play. Make it hard for them to mark. Interchange. Swap positions. Neto run his bollocks off the whole game. Worked like a donkey. That guy is a workhorse. I'm telling you, he runs his heart and soul for this badge. I was so impressed with him today. Pressing from the front, closing the players down, making it difficult. And the way that it was working, it just left Enzo Fernandez free in the pocket every single time. Every single time the ball got there, he seemed to be in the pocket. He'd get on the ball. I thought he was superb today. I thought they all were. You look at the lineup, Sanchez in goal, Cucurella left back, Chalobah and Fofana, the 2 centre-backs. Didn't think Badiashile was ready for, I don't think he's fully fit, so I understand that Chalobah and Fofana. And I thought he was fantastic next to him. I thought Fofana, brilliant. You could see the difference that Fofana is making in this team, him being there. He's a dominant centre-back. Gusto at right back. Now, I wasn't sure whether we would have played Reece James there because I'd have thought you wanted to play your back 4 against the Barcelona side, but he went with Gusto right back, and I thought Gusto was brilliant today. Some of the recovery slide tackles that he was doing was ridiculous. He looked a little bit switched off in the first maybe 5 minutes, but other than that, I thought he was fantastic. Reece James in the centre midfield position, showing how versatile he is as a player. What a world-class player this guy is. He can play right back, he can play DM, he can play midfield, you can put him right wing back. The guy is a joke. Our best right back at England. What a player. And you know, he's reliable, that you're playing him in these big games with teams that you think, you know, their midfield are just going to absolutely run through us, like PSG, for example. And he just holds that position and just makes it his own and becomes a presence in that midfield and makes it difficult for these midfielders. Caicedo on the left, it's just usual. It's just normal business now. Like, he's putting in 8s every single week. Easily, comfortably putting in 8 out of 10s. Easily. He's just a ridiculous player. Then you had Garnacho on the left, Enzo in the 10, Neto, Estěvão on the right, the real star boy. Showed up today. I had people saying, oh, watch when he comes up against Lamine Yamal, you won't know talent and all this. People posting stuff saying, fun fact, Estěvão's never going to reach the levels of Lamine Yamal. Where's Lamine Yamal today? Someone go pull him out of the washing machine. He's stuck in Cucurella's shorts in his pocket. Get him out. He's on a tumble dry. Absolutely locked him up today. Cucurella, absolutely, like every single one-on-one, absolutely done him. Every single time. Locked up. See you later, mate. You ain't even getting the key back. Look like a little boy out there. Who's this superstar that you're talking about? Didn't see him. Saw him on the Chelsea team. Estěvão rocked up with his goal. Unbelievable. And then we had Pedro Neto up top running the number 9, false 9. I thought he was fantastic. The running he done was a joke. And we started the game. There's no holding back from us. None. We started from minute 1. We was up for this game. But so were Barcelona. You could see that this was going to be quite an intense game. Barcelona are a very attacking team. High line, they love to attack. But we stuck it on them. 4 minutes into the game, the ball's in the back of the net. Ruled out. First goal ruled out. There's a few today. Handball from Fofana. It was handball. He chested it, knocked it with his hand. Cancelled out. Fair enough. Enzo Fernandez, who tapped it in, cancelled out. But we set the marker then. We had the ball in the back of the net. You could see that we meant business. But saying that, 2 minutes later, poor pass from Reece James. Ferran Torres is played through. And I cannot believe for the life of me how he misses that chance. He had all the time in the world. He sat Sanchez down and he passed wide. He shot wide. We got let off there. It should have been 1-0 Barcelona. That, maybe, it was harder to miss, but maybe that sends the game in a different route. We don't know, but he missed the chance. It doesn't matter. And we took advantage of it. Now, I'm not going to lie. From that point on, it felt like one of the teams was looking for the golden chance. Like, who's going to have that chance where they're going to score? But I'm not going to lie. I weren't that impressed with Barcelona. This was not the Barcelona that we're used to playing of old. Obviously, we've got a different team ourselves. But this is not the exquisite Barcelona team, who are just finesse. Everything's done with finesse and a bit of panache. Flawless, brilliant touches, great movement, very good attacking, silky stuff, tick-a-tack of football. I didn't see that today. I saw poor passing, poor movement, heavy touches. They don't seem like the old Barcelona player. Obviously, the talent's a lot different to the old Barcelona team that we've seen. But that didn't feel like, what I'm used to seeing from Barcelona. They do everything with a little bit of finesse, if you know what I'm saying. Everything looks clean. Today, it didn't look like that. But we took advantage of that. And we just carried on. Like, we hammered them today. We was like on their neck from minute 1. 23 minutes in, the ball's in the back of the net again. Enzo Fernandez, offside goal. We've had the ball in the back of the net twice. Twice we had the ball in the back of the net in the first 23 minutes. And we just set pace. We did not stop the pressure. And then it weren't long after that Koundé rocks up with an own goal. He didn't even know what day it is. Great corner routine. Fantastic pass. I mean, they tried to say that it was offside. I've seen a little still image. I kind of lost. Do you know what? I missed the goal on my stream. I missed the goal. But my internet started playing. I've had to reset it and everything. But I've seen the still image. Cucurella, I'm not going to lie, it does look offside. But I need to see it in the replay because I saw on after the game, they were saying, look, we're going to show you this goal and show you why it is onside. So I need to see that. I haven't seen it yet. But I saw them say that and then I turned it off. So I need to see that. But anyway, he puts it across the back of across the goal. Neto with a lovely flick. Goes in between the two defenders. It's stuck in between them. Koundé don't know where it is. He turns around and he's kicked it in his own goal. It's 1-0. But, we were just relentless. And just before half time, you see, I can't say his name, Arujo, get a second yellow card. Red card. He's off. 10 men. Cucurella doing fantastic to draw out the foul. Absolutely wiped him out. Stupid decision from their captain. Absolutely stupid decision from their captain. And you got Hansi Flick fucking high-fiving him as he goes off the pitch. I'll be fuming with him. He's been sent off in the first half. So they go into the first half, 1-0 down, and with 10 men. And they've been peppered. I mean, they had their chances, but nothing significant other than that Ferran Torres chance, which they should have scored. They should have been 1-0 up. But if I'm Chelsea, I'm going back in that changing room. They all waited for each other before they went in. I thought that was good. But you could see they all went in with some confidence, going, yeah, boys, we're here. Like, we are here, boys. Forget this Barcelona team. We are here. They need to worry about us. And I'd be coming out doing exactly the same thing. Second half, Hansi Flick makes a substitution. He brings on Marcus Rashford, obviously trying to inject some pace into his attack and something different. Obviously, Rashford's been doing all right for Barcelona, but he's been ill recently. So I kind of knew that he might be a little bit off it. I knew Rafinha was on the bench, but I knew that he'd just come back from injury. I knew the goalkeeper had just come back from injury. But the thing is with Barcelona, if you look at their team every single week, they switch it up. It's a different team every single week. You don't know who they're going to start. I didn't think they was going to start Ferran Torres. I knew they'd start with Balde, Kabassi. I thought Eric Garcia was going to start centre-back, but they started Araujo. Eric Garcia played in the 6, which was, I thought, strange. They didn't play Dani Olmo. He came on later on. Played Fermin Lopez, who's a good player, by the way. Koundé on the right. I thought Koundé done all right today, actually. I actually thought he was a decent, very good getting the ball and driving with it. Obviously, he got stuck a few times because we closed him down. And then you've got Lamine Yamal on the right. On the left, they had Ferran Torres. Up top, they've got Lewandowski. So, and obviously, they're playing Frankie de Jong as well. So, you know, when you look at their other games that they've played this season, there's someone in that team that's chopped and changed every single week. So you don't really know what to expect with this team. But bringing on Marcus Rashford, I thought, okay, positive move. They're still trying to go for it. Obviously, Eric Garcia had to drop back into the centre-back position after Araujo got sent off. But they were left light, 10 men. We make a substitution. We take off Gusto and bring on Andre Santos. Obviously, Gusto was on a yellow card for a poor tackle in the first half. But I thought Gusto, first half performance was very good. I got no complaints. And now I thought, okay, Andre Santos. Now, I did say before the game that I would have played Andre Santos instead of Gusto to begin with. I'd have played him in the 6 to allow Caicedo to press higher up the pitch and allow Enzo to be completely free. But we managed to get that with Reece James there anyway, thinking that you'd need to start Reece James as your best back 4, thinking Marcus Rashford would be playing. I thought Gusto done all right. There's a few times where I was a little bit worried that Ferran Torres was going to keep him, catch him napping, but he didn't. I thought he done all right. But second half, we absolutely continue to pepper Barcelona. Like, I'm talking pepper Barcelona. I can't remember a chance in that second half, other than one opportunity, which we'll get to, what Barcelona done in that second half. And it weren't long before Santos rocked up on the score sheet with another disallowed goal. That's 3 goals disallowed. 51st minute, we've had this ball in the net 4 times. Lovely pass from it was Enzo to Garnacho down on the left-hand side. Garnacho was the guy that was offside. Absolutely chopped Koundé. Sends him sliding. Rumour is he's still sliding. Passes it to Santos, who slots it home, but the linesman puts his flag up. But that's 4 times that ball was in the net by then. 4 times, and with no response as well. Like, we were just peppering them. And then the magic kicks in. Here comes the magic. Estěvão, William Estěvão, the real star boy. You want to see a star boy? It's that boy. His stock has risen like crazy. Because on the big stage, with big responsibility, Maresca put him in there, he let him shine, and he shined. Ball played into him by Reece James. He goes on a solo run, he chops Kabassi, and he just levers one into the roof of the net. Like, at that point, the whole stadium's super gassed. The players are gassed. They love this kid. I'm gassed. I'm still gassed now. I can't wait to get on my phone and read and listen to all the gas that's come out about this kid, because he deserves it. He's been fantastic. And all that hype about Yamal and Estěvão, which one would you pick and which one's going to shine? This kid shone on the night. He come up with the goods. He beat his player majority of the time. He did the right thing majority of the time. And he rocks up with a big goal in a big game that we needed to win. Because we needed to win this. Both teams really needed to win this game. Both on 7 points. A loss, it's not the end of the world, but it doesn't put you in a favourable position. Got a few games left in the Champions League. You want to be in the best position that you can. This puts us on 10 points now. It gives us a good chance to finish in that top 8, which means that we don't have to play another game. Big game. Big game. But yeah, after this Estěvão goal, pretty much defeated. I mean, that's like the 55th minute. 2-0 up. There wasn't nothing from them. I couldn't, even Yamal was getting frustrated. He wasn't running. Lewandowski getting fed up with just chasing the ball. Obviously, the 10 men doesn't help, but we were just bopping the ball around them. The extra man, I'm not going to lie, helped. But everything that they tried to do, we nullified. Like I said, Cucurella, absolutely solid today. I think in terms of man of the match, is tight. I don't really know who to give it to. I kind of feel like I've got to give it to him for that performance up against Yamal. But then again, Enzo was just ridiculous today. I thought he was brilliant today. I thought Chalobah, solid. Fofana, solid. Sanchez, brilliant when called upon. Nearly had a bozo moment at the end, but whoop-de-doo. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you decide. Who do you think was man of the match in that game? Me, I'm leaning towards Cucurella and Enzo Fernandez. So you let me know. But the rest of the game was just Chelsea, chance after chance after chance. We didn't stop after 2-0. We just carried on. And it wasn't long before Neto hit Barcelona on the break. He played. I thought he missed it. There was Estěvão on the right, Delap through the middle because Delap had come on at this point. Delap was through the middle and Enzo was out on the left. And I thought he missed all three of them. And it weren't until we played Enzo in at the last minute. He was onside. He slots it, passes it across goal to Delap, who just slots it in for 3-0. And that's Delap's first goal. That's going to be brilliant for his confidence this season. He's going to need that. Because I was watching him prior to that, and I thought, oh, here he goes again. He's getting into the hustle and bustle, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just focus on playing your football and trying to get a goal? And we get a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm buzzing for him. So hopefully he can take that, and he can take that confidence and progress now in the league. Big game of the weekend. Let's see if is he going to start? I don't know. But we need him when called upon to pop up with the goods, and he did today. I mean, Flick tried as well. He tried to make some positive changes. He brought him Rafinha, but like I said, that's his second game from injury. I didn't expect to see nothing from him. It was just one shot. Now this shot come out of nowhere, absolutely nowhere. And who was there? Rob Sanchez. Fantastic save, big save. It looked like it was going. I didn't even think Sanchez saw it. I'm definitely sure. I need to watch it again, but I'm sure he sees this shot late. Because it looked like it was just going in out of nowhere. He flings his arm out and saves it. Fantastic save. Now, when called upon, he's been doing bits recently. So I'm going to ask another question. Now, this is a bit of a controversial question because I have been a very big critic of Rob Sanchez. I'll admit that because I haven't been fond of him. Over the last season, I'll admit I weren't happy with him. Too many mistakes. But the question that I'm going to present to every single Chelsea fan out there, is Rob Sanchez our most improved player this season? Just think about that. Now, he's gone from a player that was guaranteed to make a silly mistake every single game. Whether or not it led to a goal or not is a different question. But every single game, he'd make some sort of silly mistake. Whether it was a complete fluff out into a throw-in or a misplaced pass in front of his back line or something dopey. I mean, he did it the other day against Burnley, smacking the ball against Enzo's head, but that was minor in the grand scheme of things. Yes, he's had that moment this season against Manchester United. But when you weigh it up and compare it to last season, I mean, he's been popping up with some big saves in some big games. Look at that PSG game. He was ridiculous. Look at today, that save. Big save. Kept a clean sheet. What's that, like 3 or 4 clean sheets in a row now for him? Is he our most improved player? Let me know. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, not going to lie, I'm 3-0. Absolutely buzzing against a European rival like that. Sweet. Absolutely sweet. We managed to rest players. Good. We saw Tyreek George come on. We saw Achampong come on. And it sets us up perfectly for the weekend. They're going to be buzzing in that change room. We've got another massive game at the weekend. Chelsea versus Arsenal. It's at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to tell you now, yeah? There's lions on the horizon. There is lions on the horizon. Now, if we get a winner that weekend, I promise you, I will come in here on the stream with chest and I'll be saying it's game on. It will be game on. Because 2 big wins in the week, you're starting to look at us going, okay. You start rubbing your hands together with Chelsea. You start going, all right, they're here. You know, they are here. They're knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door. You know, now whether or not we can take it the whole way through is a different question. But for right now, you'd be saying we're knocking on that door. This is going to be a massive game at the weekend. And I'm sick to death of Arsenal. I'm sick to death of their fans getting super gassed. This is why we have hated Arsenal for so long. This is why you have not been allowed to win the league for 20 plus years, because of the bullshit that you come with. All your players are the best players in the world. Oh, your manager's the best manager in the world. Oh, that's the best goal ever I've seen. Oh, we got the best merchant. Oh, we got the best songs. Oh, we got the best fans. You're just dickheads, man. Honestly, you're doom and nutting. So, listen, 3-0, Barcelona, hold that. Arsenal, we'll see you on Sunday. We'll come with you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's tune in on the weekend. This is going to be a massive game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not nervous. I know our record recently against Arsenal has been pretty much diabolical, but we've had some good games in the last 2 or so games. I mean, we won't go 3 games back because we don't want to talk about that. But different Chelsea. Feel good feel around the camp at the moment. Let's go into that game. I'll see you then.